Keith Barnett, thanks for taking the time. A couple of good teams came in here this past weekend, Boise State, Utah State. Boise State in particular, from my uneducated eye, looked like a very, very good volleyball team. Your impression?
Yeah, they were playing with their backup opposite too. So yeah, their starting opposite was home with a concussion. She's a transfer. She's very, very good. She'll make them better. So they missed her on that trip. Obviously losing to UNM the following night. We played pretty well. You know, they're big, they're strong, they're old. They've put in the time. And I think they lost her the last couple times they came, so I think they're tired of that. And kudos to them. You know, they played really, really well. And then Utah State, similar. A couple transfers on their team made a difference for them. You know, they had an opposite and a middle, both hit really, really well against us. And fifth-year senior, 6'4" middle who did really well. So all those things are important for them. And we don't have a lot of answers in that respect. So we're going to grow and we're going to get better and we're going to take our lumps and kind of like Boise has the last couple of years coming in here, and then we'll get better.
It seems to me like just watching over the past few years in volleyball, almost more than any other sport, it's the adjustments during the game that make the most difference. It's putting a different player in who can maybe pass better or putting a different player in who can attack a different spot. Am I correct in saying that? And do you feel that your adjustments in game are doing what needs to be done?
Yeah, our adjustments are freshmen and sophomores. Anybody else's adjustments seem to be juniors, seniors, transfers, things like that. So, yeah, we're adjusting as much as we can and as much as we're capable to, and we're learning the lessons. And it's good for our players, as young as they are, to get this feeling of what does it take to win in the Mountain West. And the answer is it's going to take more work outside of just being in the gym. It's going to take more work in the weight room. It's going to take more work to get more physical. And at that point, we will compete.
Were there bright spots that you saw in those two matches? Obviously coming back and winning the third set against Utah State, naked eye you could look at and say, but from your eye, what did you see that were bright spots? Yeah,
when we looked out there at one point, it was freshman, sophomore, junior, freshman, or sophomore, something like that. And you're just like, great, we're going to roll with that. And we're winning that set, against a team that's pretty good. And does some really nice things and is pretty physical, and we're still right there. So the future's bright, and we'll see what we can do this weekend and how we can grow and go to Wyoming. It's a hard place to play. CSU's also hard, it's huge. We had the preparation last year of being in Clune and knowing where we're going and what the schedule is and having one opponent twice. And that's not the case anymore. So, we've got to be able to grow and adapt into different gyms every weekend. And again, that's how it should be.
You look at Wyoming, you look at CSU, you can look at records and go, oh boy, these are down years, but I don't think your team can afford to even look at that sort of thing. You got to worry most about the Falcons, right?
Yeah, it's our side of the net. Can we serve and pass? If we can serve and pass, if we can hit and block, we're going to be in good shape. And when we struggle at those four skills, then the game gets real rough real fast because those teams are big, they're physical, and they do some nice things as well.
Somewhat easier travel week just driving up the interstate, but good luck this weekend against the Cowgirls and the Rams.
Thanks.